welcome to our first official episode, one of Let's Play Voltz with wowjudo, saltycracker, myself, Milkshake, and Ujigum, the green bean. We're currently in the view of the green bean currently, but guess what? There was an issue with the green bean's capture software. So unfortunately, we have to do most of this episode with my point of view. This was the intro that we recorded with Judo and Saltycracker, just basically saying hi.
That silly little Superman going down.
Yeah, that Superman Saltycracker is going down. But obviously we just want to speed it up a little bit. We have got so much footage to show you that we just wanted to obviously speed it up a little bit so you don't get too bored. So that was what, from Ujigum's point of view, our house looked like.
Not too bad, just a little few props here and there, a bed, some chests.
And this is myself
In a hole.
mining like crazy in the dark. Some daylight. So obviously, just to inform you of what we're doing, we're recording a mini-series between 4 players, 2 teams of 2, using Voltz. And it's been quite fun so far.
Oh, there's my screen. Yeah.
So yeah, this is the perspective of Ujigum. He is playing, but that's what the capture software managed to capture. Obviously, we don't want to bore you too much with that.
It was literally just mining a load of stuff.
So as you can see, we went pretty hectic. We like to begin any map by mining enough to build whatever we want in the future. So we normally go crazy for about 6 hours.
Most of the stuff we've built is just chests and food resources, which will be seen a bit.
So obviously, just to remind, look.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
with
it's getting worse with the arrows on the Ujigum screen. So to remind you, Voltz is essentially a PvP world or modpack that includes amazing things such as missiles and laser turrets and bullet turrets.
I can't wait to try those out.
Includes radar system which can sense any other players for a set amount of distance away. So yeah, this mod pack is quite tasty, to be fair.
The power generation is pretty good in this as well, with the atomic science mod, where you've got you build a nuclear reactor and you've got to generate steam from it. That's really interesting. Can't wait to build that.
So getting into some of the recipes, what changes from some of the older or the other mod packs is the recipes on how to build standard tools. So here you can see a heavy duty pickaxe, which is quite an efficient tool.
That's the recipe for steel.
Yes. So we use steel dust. Obviously, there's several different ways to make the dusts in this.
When we get onto the metallurgic, is it metallurgic infuser or something? It makes generating steel a lot easier.
Yeah. There's several different ways of making the dusts in this. Now, one of the most important parts is recon, and you'll see more of this place that we're showing you right now, but we don't want to show you any more of that for the moment. Reconnaissance is important. Exploratory work is the key to any war. So, control circuit. I don't think I need to explain to any of you guys how to use Minecraft in general, but we cover some of the patterns.
Redstone comparator there. I'm not sure what you built up. Oh, probably for one of the other recipes. Though I can't remember.
See now, the difference with this is you clearly have different types of power, which was a bit confusing for myself because I've never played anything other than light before. We're from light. Ujigum plays some other mod packs. I'm not really familiar with anything other than Technic Light. So this was like jumping into the deep end for me, but it's been fun.
That's
I've
why
learned
I'm
a lot. Lots of new patterns, lots of new items. So with the power, we what they called energy, basic
Cubes.
energy cubes, which then go to an advanced energy cube.
We aim to get that set up pretty quickly. Unfortunately, we've lost the footage of me creating the basic factories and the advanced factories that we set up over here.
Yeah.
That's a basic factory setup, I think. That's enriching, I believe.
So here we're just showing you that you've got a basic energy cube. Now to do that, it will never work because unlike light, you have to have a space and some cable between what's generating your power and what's charging your power, essentially.
Which makes a bit more sense than Tekkit.
Kind of.
I believe.
I didn't like that. I like the compactness that you can do in light. But with this, I get it. At least you can then see what things are doing all the time. With an energy cube, you've always got 5 inputs, which are the green sides, and you've got 1 output.
The cable we're using there, the copper cable, has a limitation to it. So if we put too much power through it, we'll end up destroying it. But with the coal generator, that's fine. Lots of sugar cane.
Yeah, one of the things that I clocked early on with this is you really want to get plenty of paper and plenty of books. Enchants and paper in general are really handy on Voltz. Really handy. That you will see in further episodes.
Oh, you're still using the old recipes. We've got a
Yeah, this was early on. This was early on.
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone's going to have a metallurgic infuser from the beginning.
Struggling to power it's the first step.
Yeah, exactly. So this is just showing you that the standard method of bronze dust to bronze, but you can make it in another way.
Got to get those launcher platforms built pretty quickly.
Yeah, you want launchers early on, but then again you need the power. So the main focus with Voltz is go mining, get as much as you can. Don't rush it. Just get as many ores as you can. I tend to stay between levels 20 and levels 8 and just completely chase it out for 100 by 100, and you get plenty of ores. You fill up like 50 chests and it just does you good. Otherwise you end up going to buy end up going to craft something and you haven't got what you need to make what you want. Which
good tactic we took from light.
Yes, absolutely.
With the power system, as we're using these energy cubes, I think they're modular, so we can just power one of these energy cubes with a coal furnace, and that's us done for the power requirement until we start updating to machines that require a hell of a lot more. Yes,
coal generators, fantastic in this. These world spawns an amazing amount of coal, far more than you see on any other mod pack from what I've seen. Light doesn't have anywhere near as much coal as is in this mod pack, so it's good. You're reliant on coal with this mod pack, but it gives you it there. You just need to go and find it, and it's findable on almost any level. Here we get to the big boys' toys.
Base defense is critical for a map like this.
Yes.
Being able to defend if someone accidentally finds it is
something I didn't know, really which I had to work out, was if you want a turret, you have to have a turret platform. You can't use a turret without a platform. So here we're just showing you how you make a platform. And once you've made a turret and a platform,
You give it power.
You can place the turret platform, which will then allow you to place any of the 3 turrets on top of it. And then this is where we get to having the real fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to test
Shooting
that.
people.
Like we said earlier, mining for a good hour is so important. It's such a good tactic we brought it over.
Hour?
We
6?
Oh, 6. Or whatever. But we wouldn't have been able to have all the resources there to build that so quick soon. But this is episode 1 still.
And to put it into perspective, when you look at what saltycracker and wowjudo have probably accomplished, bearing in mind we haven't seen their videos, so we're not really sure, but we do recon, which is allowed within the rules. We're pretty sure that they're nowhere near up to this point, which we could be proven wrong when we finally see their side.
We need the radar set up pretty quick after this as well. Being able to see them on the map and defend against any missile attacks is really important. After that, module, look at getting a force field at some point as well.
Force fields are good. The problem with that, their dependencies rely on a lot of power.
Well, we allowed antimatter, and antimatter will go through one of those.
On their side it will. We will be beating them.
Total walk in the park.
So this is where it gets fun. Radar. It literally does what it says on the tin. You place it, you power it, and then you can see where other players are.
Now I thought that placing this up here wasn't the greatest idea, but for testing it worked. That's us just testing what we needed to do for it. This is making fluid dust. A new addition.
Yeah, we're going to need, there's 2 types of quartz in this mod pack. You've got your Certus quartz, and you've got your
Fluix.
Fluix quartz, is that what it's called? Yeah.
Interesting way of making ME cable. It used to be just redstone.
New patterns,
Light.
ME cable in light is glass and diamonds.
Quite an expensive recipe. It's quite cheap, a lot cheaper than this.
Well, I kind of. The quartz is not the most abundant, like on any mod pack, to be fair.
No, we're running low as it is on once we're building this.
Yeah. So here we are making an upgraded version of a battery, I think. Yeah, the advanced energy cube. This outputs 240 volts and holds slightly more charge, I think, whereas the basic only outputs 120, I think.
And this being Voltz, I want to get off coal power as quickly as possible because it's not the most efficient for someone.
So what would be next then after coal power?
I'd go straight to nuclear, but straight to that. That would be from one piece of ore you generate. You could probably that would last you for a long time. You can reuse it over and over again if you build the reactors properly.
Okay.
Which is what I think I've already done by this point. Because like I just chased out all underneath it for the reactor facility. Which I think you'll see at some point.
And
yeah,
this is still the capture of Ujigum. Well, that's it for today, I think. For today's episode, and we will see you next week, hopefully, if we can get an episode out in
we'll
time.
have the reactor built.
We will have the reactor built. We will have a few more turrets made. We will have
Tree
an
farm.
automated radar with missile launcher. The tree farm will be complete by that.
We still need coal.
We still need a lot of coal, so probably another 10 hours mining for us to do. Until then, it's bye from Milkshake.
And buy from Ujigum.